Hello everyone, in this video we will be talking about integration of VersionVault-UCM and Compass. Coming to UCM, it is nothing but Unified Change Management, which is an activity-based workflow management process in VersionVault. A typical UCM setup will have a project VOB and component VOBs under it, where the actual source code resides. In PVOB, we will create a project which is like the placeholder of all the metadata, and once the project is created, it will have the default integration stream, which is like the main branch. In this integration stream, the developer will create his own dev stream, sitting on which he will start doing the changes. So he will create a view and start seeing the files which resides in the component VOB. For doing the changes on the files, he has to do it in the context of an activity. So he will create an activity on the dev stream and start doing the changes on the files. So he will do checkout, check-in and create new versions on the files. So these will be recorded as change sets in the activity. And once all the changes are done, he will be creating a baseline at this level and finally deliver it to the integration stream. Coming to Compass, it is a defect tracking and change management tool. So there is a database that is created in the background in something like SQL or DB2. Once the database is created, we will be creating records within it. So these can be your defects, CRs or enhancement. Once the records are created, they will undergo something called as state transition. For example, the record will initially be in the new state and then assigned to a specific developer who has to work on it, and he will then move it to the work on state, and once it is moved there, he will do the corresponding changes on the source code, document all the necessary changes that are done in this record, and then further move it to the review state, approved state. So these states can be customized as per the project requirement and can be designed as schemas within the Compass. So finally the record will be moved to the close state. So this is a typical life cycle of records in Compass. Now coming to the integration part, once integration is done, there will be a one-to-one linking between the UCM project and the Compass database. And in UCM, we know that there is a need of creating an activity for doing the changes. And in Compass, we can create the records, which are nothing but the defects. So once a defect is created in an integrated Compass database, it will first be in the new state and then assigned to a specific developer who has to work on it. Because of the integration, this record will be visible as an activity in the UCM project. So he will be able to do set activity and set that record as an activity in the view. He will sit in this activity and do the necessary changes on the files by doing checkout and check-in, and these change sets will be recorded as part of the activity. And in our Compass record, we will have a tab called as view change set or a button. So once we click on this, it will fetch the details of the files and the versions that are changed, and it will show it in the Compass record. So in this way, we will be able to track the changes and the life cycle of the activity that happens in the UCM project level. So in the Compass end, as and when the activity status changes, the corresponding state change also happens in the Compass record. So overall, with this integration in place, we will be able to make use of the best features from both the defect tracking tool as well as the version control tool. We will be able to generate reports and dashboard to fetch details like how many defects are posted, what are the status of these defects, who is working on these defects, what are the modules or components that are getting changed, what are the corresponding code changes that are happening on the source code level, and what are the versions that are getting created and released. So overall, this is the advantage of having the integration in place. Thank you.